Hello everybody, it's Roberto Park again. It's time for another Health Detective series today. Today's topic is stress. Now, this is one of the core topics that I've written blogs on, that I've done webinars on, I've done workshops on. It's a pretty lengthy topic, so I might break this up into several different parts. But let's get to the nitty-gritty today and kind of the intro aspect of stress. Let's define stress. Stress is anything that pushes you, that intensifies you, that will challenge you pretty much. That's what stress is. Now, stress can be good and stress can be bad. Let's go into the different types of stress. You can have physical stress from too much physical exertion. You can work out too much. You can play sports too much. You can work an occupational job too much. Maybe you're on your feet all day. You're stressed out. You can have emotional stress. Maybe you just lost your job. Maybe you just went through a divorce. Maybe you're filing for bankruptcy. Maybe you just had a death in the family. You can have emotional stress. You can have mental stress, which I probably is kind of connected to emotional stress. But maybe you're studying for a big exam. Maybe you're a college student. Maybe you're prepping for a big presentation for your work and you're stressed out. You can have mental stress. You can have chemical stress. Maybe you work a job where you're exposed to some chemicals and it's having adverse effects on your body. You can have medical stress, as in taking medications, having adverse effects on your body. And lastly, this is the one that is overlooked by many people, the one that I focus on probably the most. You can have nutritional food stress, eating the wrong types of food, eating too much food, not eating enough food. So those are pretty much the different types of stressors on the body. Now here's the thing about the body. We have a CPU upstairs here called our brain. The brain really cannot differentiate between food stress, medical stress, chemical stress, physical stress, emotional stress, or mental stress. It cannot really differentiate between those stresses. All it knows is that you're stressed. Look at it like this also. The body's nervous system is kind of a teeter-totter. On one side you have a catabolic system, on the other side you have an anabolic system. A catabolic system is pretty much where the body is breaking itself down. So after you work out, let's say, you're sore the next day. You're tearing muscles down. That's stressful. You're prepping for a big exam. That's stressful. Now, the organs that pretty much control the catabolic side are your adrenal glands, which produce cortisol, and your thyroid gland, which produces T3 and T4 and thyroxine. Those are your stress hormones, the stress side of your body. On the other side of the teeter-totter is the anabolic. Now the anabolic side is where after you tear it down, you're building it back up brick by brick. That consists of growth hormones produced by the pituitary, vitamin D, which the body doesn't make, you have to ingest that, sex hormones such as testosterone and estrogen and progesterone, and insulin, which regulates your blood sugar. Those are the anabolic components of the body. Now you can be out of balance on any one of those as a result of stress. Let's take the more catabolic side first. If you're always stressed, chronically stressed, the body's always being torn down without being built up enough, the body will go into a chronic inflammatory state, and that leads to a disease process. That can lead to things like diabetes, cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, fibromyalgia, autoimmune disorders. The body is always getting torn down but not built up enough. The tissues don't have time to repair themselves. On the other side of the table, can you be too anabolic? Yes, you can. Here's how you do it. It's called eating a lot and not being active enough. Now the body becomes too high insulin, too high blood sugar, and you become too anabolic. You start putting on more body fat and more body weight. And by the way, when you become too anabolic, the body can shift back over to being more catabolic, where you're tearing it down. The body's always trying to balance out what you're doing. It's called homeostasis. The brain is always trying to keep you alive and keep you healthy. It's just that some people, some of us, we do stupid stuff to our body. We abuse it by the type of food we eat, by stressing ourselves out, by working too much, by making bad decisions. So we stress ourselves out, but the body will always try to repair you. Now, let's talk about good stress versus bad stress a little bit more. Is exercise a good stress? Yes, it is. Is too much exercise a good stress? Yes, a good stress. No, it's not. Too much exercise is not, because now you're tearing down more than you're building up. Now, I've talked about this before. It depends on your lifestyle and the type of person you are. If you're an athlete, training for the Olympics, training for the NBA, the NFL, or you're a collegiate athlete, you have to practice 5-6 times a week. You have games 1, 2, 3 times a week. But you have to have that downtime too. Now, if you're not an athletic individual, if you're not a competitive athlete, and you're more of a occupational, recreational athlete, you can be doing too much. If you're training 5-6 times a week hard, that's too much. That's too much. You're tearing down more than you're building up. You need to build up. Now, how do you build up? How do you switch more to the anabolic side where you're building up? Massages, hot baths, hot showers, stretching, okay, relaxation, relaxing your mind. You have to counter the good and the bad there, guys. You have to counter the intense and the non-intense. So, I hope you understand all this, guys. I tried my best to put it as simple as I could, but stress can be good and stress can be bad. The operative word here is balance. Are you balancing what you're doing? Hope that helps you. There will be more in the future on this, guys, so stay tuned. This has been Roberto Parker with another Health Detective series. Stay tuned and God bless. Bye-bye.